Life has a way of knocking you down. I've stared into the abyss, questioned my purpose, and grappled with the weight of expectation. But within those struggles, I discovered an indomitable spirit, a drive to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. Think about the captivating narratives of anime heroes like Naruto, Goku, or Eren Yeager. They face seemingly insurmountable obstacles, endure grueling trials, and emerge transformed. This video is your blueprint for mastering the art of the comeback. We'll delve into the depths of self-discovery, explore the power of reinvention, and equip you with the tools to conquer any challenge. This is about cultivating an anti-fragile spirit, one that not only withstands chaos but thrives in it. The first step towards orchestrating a remarkable comeback is often the most counterintuitive: embrace disappearance. Now, I'm not suggesting you vanish off the grid entirely, although a digital detox wouldn't hurt. I'm talking about a deliberate withdrawal from the noise and expectations of the world. Think of it as a strategic retreat. Just as a warrior retreats to sharpen their sword and strategize, you too must seek solitude to sharpen your mind and reconnect with your inner compass. This period of self-imposed exile is not about escapism, it's about confronting the raw, unfiltered truth of your being. It's about stripping away the layers of societal conditioning, the masks we wear, and the roles we play to reveal the authentic self underneath. Solitude, often misconstrued as loneliness, becomes your sanctuary, a space for introspection and profound self-discovery. It's in the quiet moments, devoid of distractions, that you can hear the whispers of your own intuition, the long-silenced yearnings of your heart. This is your opportunity to engage in deep introspection, to examine the beliefs and values that have shaped your life, and to discern whether they still serve you. It's about identifying the self-sabotaging patterns, the limiting beliefs that hold you back, and the negative self-talk that keeps you trapped in a cycle of mediocrity. This journey inward is not for the faint of heart. It demands courage to confront your shadows, to acknowledge your flaws, and to accept the totality of your being. Embrace the silence, seek solace in solitude, and embark on this transformative journey of self-discovery. For it is in the depths of your own being that you will unearth the strength, wisdom, and resilience to orchestrate your most epic comeback yet. You've disappeared into the wilderness of your own soul, confronted your demons, and emerged from the fire, forged anew. Now, it's time to embrace the exhilarating process of reinvention. This isn't about becoming someone entirely different, but rather, it's about aligning yourself more authentically with your evolving values, aspirations, and purpose. Think of it as shedding an old skin, one that no longer serves your growth. Just as a snake sheds its skin to accommodate its expanding form, you too must shed the layers of your former self that no longer resonate with who you are becoming. Reinvention begins with a clear vision of who you want to be. What are the values that will guide your actions? What are the goals that ignite your soul? What legacy do you want to leave on this world? Once you have a clear vision, it's time to translate that vision into concrete action. Break down your goals into smaller, more manageable steps. This process of reinvention is not a linear journey, it's a dance between intention and surrender, between pushing your boundaries and embracing the unknown. Embrace the challenge, step into the unknown, and watch in awe as you transform into the extraordinary individual you were always meant to be. Now that we've laid the groundwork for your epic comeback, let's delve into the practicalities of optimizing your mind and body for peak performance. And what better way to start than with the Huberman morning routine, a science-backed protocol designed to enhance your cognitive function, regulate your stress response, and set you up for a day of unwavering focus and productivity. Developed by neuroscientist and tenured professor at Stanford University, Dr. Andrew Huberman, this routine is grounded in the latest research on how light, movement, and nutrition impact our brain and body. The cornerstone of the Huberman morning routine is sunlight exposure upon waking. As soon as you rise, expose yourself to natural sunlight for at least 10 to 15 minutes. This exposure helps reset your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that regulates your sleep-wake cycle, hormone production, and overall energy levels. Sunlight exposure in the morning triggers the release of cortisol, often referred to as the stress hormone. But in optimal amounts, cortisol is essential for alertness, focus, and energy. By aligning your cortisol release with the natural rhythm of the day, you'll experience increased energy levels throughout the day and improved sleep quality at night. Following sunlight exposure, engage in some form of physical activity, even if it's just a brisk walk or some light stretching. Movement in the morning further stimulates your circadian rhythm, increases blood flow to the brain, and enhances cognitive function. Dr. Huberman also emphasizes the importance of consuming a nutritious breakfast within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. The Huberman morning routine is not a one-size-fits-all solution, but rather a framework that you can adapt to your individual needs and preferences. Now let's talk about a concept that is often misconstrued but is absolutely crucial for your comeback: learning how to not give AF***. This isn't about becoming indifferent or apathetic. It's about reclaiming your power by consciously choosing what truly matters to you and refusing to waste your precious energy on the trivial and insignificant. In his book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving AF***s to Give in Life, we can either squander them on things that ultimately don't matter, the opinions of others, the pursuit of superficial validation, or the fear of failure. Or, we can choose to invest them wisely in what truly aligns with our values and brings us joy. This requires a fundamental shift in perspective. It's about recognizing that you cannot please everyone, nor should you try. There will always be critics, naysayers, and those who project their own insecurities onto you. Their opinions are not your responsibility. Embrace the freedom that comes with letting go of the need for external validation. Your worthiness is not contingent upon their approval. When you learn to not give AF***ck about the things that don't truly matter, you free yourself to pour your heart and soul into what does. You become an unstoppable force, driven by purpose and fueled by the liberating realization that you are in control of your own destiny. Procrastination, that insidious beast that whispers sweet nothings of indulgence while deadlines loom and opportunities slip away, is the antithesis of the comeback spirit. It's a seductive trap, lulling us into a false sense of security with the promise of tomorrow, only to leave us drowning in a sea of overwhelm and regret when tomorrow inevitably becomes today. But fear not, for I am here to arm you with the tools and insights to slay this procrastination dragon once and for all. The first step is to understand that procrastination is rarely about laziness, as it's often perceived. It's often a symptom of deeper psychological mechanisms at play: fear of failure, perfectionism, or a lack of clarity around our goals. When we procrastinate, we're essentially choosing short-term comfort over long-term fulfillment. One of the most effective ways to combat procrastination is to break down large, overwhelming tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. This not only makes the task at hand seem less daunting, but also provides a sense of accomplishment as you tick off each subtask, creating momentum and motivation to keep going. Another powerful strategy is to implement the 2-minute rule. If there's a task you've been putting off, tell yourself you'll only work on it for 2 minutes. This overcomes the initial resistance to starting, and often, once you've begun, you'll find yourself naturally wanting to continue. Remember, the key to overcoming procrastination is to cultivate a bias towards action. Now let's talk about the most crucial element of your comeback journey: cultivating an indomitable mindset. This is about developing an internal fortitude that allows you to not only weather the inevitable storms of life, but to emerge from them stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. Let's take a closer look at an anime character who exemplifies this mindset: Naruto Uzumaki from Naruto. Naruto's journey is filled with immense challenges, from being ostracized by his village to facing powerful enemies. Despite these hardships, Naruto's unwavering belief in himself and his dream of becoming Hokage drives him forward. He embraces a growth-oriented perspective, learning from his mentors and turning every setback into a stepping stone. Naruto also cultivates an attitude of gratitude, cherishing his friends and the bonds he forms along the way. He practices self-compassion, understanding that his failures are not the end but opportunities to learn and grow. Ultimately, Naruto's indomitable mindset leads him to achieve his dream, becoming a symbol of hope and resilience. His journey teaches us that with the right mindset, we can overcome any obstacle and inspire others along the way. This mindset also requires a healthy dose of self-compassion. Remember, setbacks are not failures. They are opportunities to learn, grow, and come back stronger. We've covered a lot of ground, from the importance of strategic withdrawal and reinvention to the power of a resilient mindset. But remember, knowledge without action is meaningless. Your comeback starts now, with the first courageous step outside your comfort zone. Embrace the principles we've discussed, experiment, and find what works best for you. Remember, the path to greatness is rarely linear. There will be setbacks, detours, and moments of doubt. So go forth, embrace the challenge, and remember, I'll be here cheering you on every step of the way.